Welcome back to Raw Sports Talk. I'm Chris, your favorite stat reader, and we have the Spurs hosting the Rockets, and the Rockets 2.5-point road favorites. The over/under is at 224.5. The Rockets are minus 130 on the money line, and the Spurs are plus 110. Now these are the overnight odds. They're going to change the closer we get to tip-off tomorrow. Head-to-head, the Rockets are 8-2 against the Spurs in their last 10 meetings. The Rockets have beaten the Spurs the last 3 times they played them. The home team has won the last 2 games they've played against each other. The home team is 7-3. The favorite has won and covered the last 3 games that they've played against each other. The favorite is 8-2 against the spread. The favorite is 9-1 on the money line. The under is 6-4 in the last 10 games that they've played against each other. And at 224.5, there have been 1, 2, 3, 4. The under is 6-4. One game did hit 224, but because of the half, that game went under. They played each other 4 times last year. The Spurs won the first game that they played against them, 109-106 in San Antonio. Then the Rockets won and covered the next 3, 106-101 in San Antonio, 127-100 in Houston, 118-106 also in Houston. Now, this Rockets team and last year's Rocket team are 2 totally different teams, obviously because of the addition of KD. However, we could say this Spurs team and last year's Spurs team are 2 totally different teams because Wemby was basically on the IR for the entire season. It's supposed to be Thompson, Okogie, Durant, Smith, and Sengun. And then for the Spurs, Castle, Vassell, Champagne, Barnes, and Wembanyama. And I'm still salty about the double triple that he put up the other night. 9 points and 9 rebounds when I needed him for 10 and 10. Both of these teams are 5-2. The Rockets are 5-2 against the spread. The over's 5-2, and they're 3-1 on the road. The Spurs are 5-2. They're 4-2-1 against the spread. The under is 4-3, but they are unbeaten at home, 3-0. The Rockets have won the last 5 games that they've played. They've covered 4 of those games. There was a total of 260, 229, 212, and then 233. 18-point win over the Raptors, 27-point win over the Celtics. Both of those games were on the road. They covered both of those games. Then an 8-point win over the Mavericks at home. They did not cover. And then a 15-point win over the Grizzlies in Memphis. They covered. For the Spurs, they're on a 2-game losing streak. They're 2-2 in their last 4. 224, 208, then 248, and 234. The games they won, they were home. The games they lost, they were on the road. 18-point win over the Raptors, 6-point win over the Heat, won and covered both of those games, then lost out here in Phoenix, and that was the game that Wemby gave me the 9-9. They lost by 12, and then the 2-point loss to the Lakers a couple of nights later, they didn't cover. So now the question is, are they going to be one of these teams like we've seen the Nuggets in years past where they half-ass it on the road, and then when they're at home, they're unbeatable? Because for whatever the reason is, home court in the NBA is incredibly important. I'm going to take my shot here. I'll take the Rockets on the money line just because they've been beating the Spurs. However, I will take the Spurs getting the points and just say that this might be like a bucket kind of game and go over. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut and please bet responsibly.